Okay, dear students, we are in MSET Mathematics and we are in De Moivre's theorem. And until now, for De Moivre's theorem, 3 classes we have finished. Okay, 15 number of questions we have finished. And in this class, let us see from question number 16 to question number 20. Okay, see what they have given in question number 16. If cos alpha plus cos beta is equal to 0, that is equal to sin alpha plus sin beta. Then cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta is equal to how much, like they are asking. This question is asked in 1994. See, this is you take this as a preliminary question. Afterwards, we are going to take a little bit extra large question based on this principle only. This question we are not tackling by De Moivre's theorem, but we are tackling by normal trigonometry only. Why? Because see, in competition exam, which way easiest and which way is fastest and which way, what we can say, avoid mistakes, that you follow and put the answer. That is the best practice. Okay, let us finish this. Okay, we know very well cos c plus cos d formula. 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Once again I am writing this formula. You see, cos c plus cos d is equal to 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. This formula we know. Okay, based on that formula, I am writing this cos alpha plus cos beta is equal to 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 cos alpha minus beta by 2. Is it okay? Definitely okay. You see, but given this is equivalent to 0, see, we don't bother about this sin alpha sin beta. Okay, because we are not following this De Moivre's theorem, what we can say, that formula. Simplest way I am doing, you also can apply this simplest way of this thing. Okay, next question we will do De Moivre's theorem model. Okay, see, if 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 cos alpha minus beta by 2 is equivalent to 0, automatically I am going to send this entire this thing. You see, cos alpha minus beta by 2 is also going to become 0. Why? Because 0 divided by 2 of cos alpha by 2. Okay, okay, see, cos alpha minus beta by 2 is equal to 0 means, okay, then what will be alpha minus beta by 2? Cos inverse 0. Okay, that means alpha minus beta by 2 is equal to cos inverse 0 is pi by 2. Okay, if at all alpha minus beta by 2 is pi by 2, then alpha minus beta is equal to pi. Is it okay? 2 going to get cancelled out. Okay, now go back again. Cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta. Same like earlier, 2 cos 2 alpha plus 2 beta by 2 cos 2 alpha minus 2 beta by 2, that is equal to, see, 2 going to get cancelled out. If you take common, then it is going to become like this, 2 cos alpha plus beta cos alpha minus beta. Is it okay? Definitely okay. Then cos alpha minus beta means alpha minus beta is pi. Write down. That is equal to 2 cos alpha plus beta cos pi. Why? Because see, alpha minus beta is pi. What is the value of pi? 2 cos alpha plus beta into minus 1. Cos pi value is minus 1. Cos 0 is 1. Cos pi is minus 1. That means the answer will be minus of 2 cos alpha plus beta. You understand this question? Okay. This is answer for this question. Let us go for 17th. Okay. See, 17th question, like earlier question only, but little bit what we can say. This is lengthier question. Okay. See, if ABC are the angles of a triangle. See, ABC are angles of a triangle means what will happen normally? Say ABC, then A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree. This is one thing we have to remember. Okay, 180 degree. Go back again. Cos A plus cos B plus cos C equal to 0. Sin A plus sin B plus sin C is also equal to 0. Then they are asking us to find cos of 3A plus cos of 3B plus cos of 3C. In last question only they have asked cos of 2A plus cos of 2 alpha plus 2 beta, like that. Okay. Okay. Let us proceed further then. See what I am doing. You see, what I am taking, see such questions comes means you take normally like this. You see what I am doing. Let A is equal to cos A plus I sin A. Okay, like this you take it. And also B is equal to cos B plus I sin B. Okay. And also C is equal to cos C plus I sin C. Okay, like this you take first step. Okay. Next, what you have to do? You go for addition. A plus B plus C. See, this is not capital A plus small a plus small b plus small c. You see, if you add automatically, only real parts will add and afterwards imaginary parts also going to add. We know very well. Cos A plus cos B plus cos C will be real part plus I imaginary part. Sin A plus sin B plus sin C. Okay. But we know very well these two are 0, 0. That means you see that is equal to 0 plus I 0. That is equal to 0. Okay. What we can say? A plus B plus C equal to 0. You keep this aside. Okay. You keep this aside. Now what I am going to do? You see what I am writing. Now you see 3 you want. 3a. Shall I write like this? A cube plus B cube plus C cube. Okay, minus 3abc is equal to, you observe carefully what I am doing. A plus B plus C into A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA. Shall I write like this? See, if you multiply this, A cube, B cube, C cube will come. Afterwards all minus ABC, minus ABC, minus ABC, minus ABC, minus 3ABC will come. Remaining all going to get cancelled out each other. This is required for us to prove this question. Okay? Okay. But you see, A plus B plus C equal to 0. That means, shall I write this? If this is 0 into something, automatically this is going to become 0. Then how can I write this? I can write like this. You see, A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3abc is equal to 0. Okay, because A plus B plus C is 0. Then shall I write like this? A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3abc. Okay, this is minus. If it goes that side, this is going to become plus. Okay, this is crucial for us. Now what I am going to do? You see, A is what? A is cos A. Then write down cos A plus I sin A whole cube. Okay, A cube means plus B cube cos B plus I sin B whole cube plus cos C plus I sin C whole cube is equal to, now wait carefully. Now you see 3abc means, you shall write like this. You see what I am writing, 3 times of, see, we know very well that in polar form, if you want to write, multiplication means angles are going to be added. Okay, what is cos A, sin A and all? These are angles. You add real part angles and imaginary part angles because of multiplication. Okay, multiplication we are going to add the angle, for division we are going to subtract the angle, denominator, numerator minus denominator. This we have know very well, complex number principle. Okay, see what I am writing. 3abc means, see, A into B into C. When I am doing like this, I can write like this now, cos of A plus B plus C multiplication, okay, plus I sin of A plus B plus C. Shall I write like this? Definitely I can write this. Why? Because see, this is a complex number property. That's all. Okay. Now proceed further then. You see, you apply De Moivre's theorem now. Why? Because see, in last question I have not done the De Moivre's theorem. This question you have to do. That is why. You apply De Moivre's theorem. You see, cos of 3a plus I sin of 3a plus. See, while application, you did not keep parenthesis again. Cos of 3b plus I sin 3b plus cos of 3c plus I sin 3c is equal to this one. See, 3 is there. Then you send 3 inside. Why? Because you see what I am writing. 3 cos A plus B plus C plus I, 3 sin A plus B plus C. Is it okay? Definitely okay. If both are equal, then what they have asked you go? Cos 3A, cos 3B, cos 3C they asked. You see, cos 3A, cos 3B, cos 3C shall I make separate? Why? Because you add. Why? Because these are three numbers you have not yet added. You can add. Now you see, real part is like this: cos 3A plus cos 3B plus cos 3C. Okay? This is real part. Plus I. What is imaginary part? Sin 3A plus sin 3B plus sin 3C. This is imaginary part. Okay? These are equivalent to what? Here. These two. 3 cos A plus B plus C plus I. 3 sin A plus B plus C. Okay? Now go back to the question. They are asking cos 3A plus cos 3B plus cos 3C. See this real part equal to this real part. That's all. That means you see, shall I write like this? Cos 3A plus cos 3B plus cos 3C is equal to this real part. 3 times of cos A plus B plus C. That's all. This is the answer for this question. Okay, wait. Not yet over answer. Why? Because see, we know very well A plus B plus C means 180 degrees. Then you write 3 cos 180 degree. What is the value of pi? Cos pi minus 1. Minus 1 into 3. Minus 3. Understand this question? Let us go for 18th. Okay, see question number 18. This is asked in EAMCET 2015. If cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma is equal to 0, also sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma is equal to 0, then cos of alpha plus beta plus cos of beta plus gamma plus cos of gamma plus alpha is equal to how much, like they are asking. Like this question comes means automatically what you have to do, first you take A is equal to cos alpha plus sin alpha, I sin alpha, like that. Okay, what I am doing, I am writing, you see. Let A is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha, comma, B is equal to cos beta plus I sin beta, comma, C is equal to cos gamma plus I sin gamma. Okay, and shall I write like this? CIS alpha, B is equal to CIS beta, C is equal to CIS gamma. Is it okay? Definitely okay. Okay. Now you see, now I want to add A plus B plus C. See what I am writing. A plus B plus C is equal to, you add this. Okay. C, not CIS, you write like this. Cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma plus I. See, I am adding. That means imaginary part, real part separately I am adding. Sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma. Okay, but we know this value is 0 plus I, this value is also 0. That means 0 plus 0I. That means I can write like this, you see. A plus B plus C equal to 0. Okay? Okay. Now go back again. You see, if this is the case, now I want to take 1 by A value. You see, 1 by A is equal to, shall I take CIS minus alpha? Okay? 1 by B is equal to CIS minus beta. 1 by C is equal to CIS minus gamma. Why? Because see, C is CIS gamma. 1 by C is CIS minus gamma angle. Okay, reciprocal. Reciprocal you are doing. Reciprocal means only imaginary part angle is going to change. Okay, see, you may think, sir, what about real part? Real part is having cos. Cos minus theta, cos plus theta, both are equal. That is the advantage you are having. That is why you don't worry. You keep like this only. Okay? Now proceed further then. You see, if this is the case, you see what I am writing. See, A plus B plus C equal to 0 means 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is also 0. Definitely it should be 0. Why? Because see, you have not done anything. Just you have reciprocated, that's all. Okay, these together is going to become 0. If these are 0, then you go here. You see, 1 by a means what? 1 by, CIS minus alpha. CIS minus alpha I have to write. Okay, CIS minus alpha. Okay. CIS minus alpha plus CIS minus beta plus CIS minus gamma. Okay. Now wait. You go here. You see what I am writing here. Now I am taking ABC as LCM. Okay, ABC as LCM. See, A BC times goes BC plus B AC times goes AC plus C AB times goes AB is equal to 0. This 0 is not going to change. Even then, again BC plus AC plus AB equal to 0. Why? Because this ABC is going to multiply 0. Finally, BC plus AC plus AB only it is going to become. Now come back again. See what I am doing now. BC means what? These two you have to multiply. Multiplying means what you are going to do? Cos of beta plus gamma. That's all, right down. Why? Because you require that only. You see here. By seeing this, you can get the hint. Okay. BC means what you are going to write? BC means, see, beta, gamma, angles you have to multiply. Cos of beta plus gamma plus I sin of beta plus gamma. Is it okay? Definitely okay. Plus AC means what? Alpha and gamma. Write down. Cos of alpha plus gamma plus I sin alpha plus gamma. Okay. AB means what? Alpha beta. Write down. Plus cos of alpha plus beta plus I sin alpha plus beta. This is equal to 0. Don't forget. From here onwards 0, 0, 0, 0 is continuing. Okay. If that is the case, you add real part and imaginary part. Why? Because see, cos beta plus alpha, cos alpha plus gamma, cos alpha plus beta, you add real part, imaginary part. See, both are going to become 0. Answer is 0, but even then you have to do this step. Okay, see what I am writing. Cos of beta plus gamma plus cos of alpha plus gamma plus cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 0. That's all. Why? Because see, total number is 0 means this is, you can write as 0 plus I0. Real part is also 0, imaginary part is also 0. That means answer is 0. Okay? You understand this question? Let us go for 19. Okay, see, question number 19, answer to 1996 question. If A is equal to CIS alpha, B is equal to CIS beta, C is equal to CIS gamma, and A by B plus B by C plus C by A minus 1 equal to 0, they only giving. Okay, shall I write this like this? Equal to 1. That's all. Minus 1 if goes that side, plus 1 it is going to become. Now they are asking, you see, cos of alpha plus minus beta, cos of beta minus alpha, cos of gamma minus alpha, they are asking. You see, here itself your answer is lying. You see, A by B means alpha by beta, alpha minus beta is going to become real part. Real part or imaginary part, both, but we take only from real part after making one full this thing. B by C means beta minus gamma. C by A means gamma minus alpha. Okay. Immediately you can proceed further. See what I am writing. As usual, you see, A is CIS alpha means what? Like that also you can write. You see, A by B is equal to CIS alpha by CIS beta. That is equal to CIS alpha minus beta. Is it okay? But you see, in CIS only real part is this one. We will see afterwards. Okay. Now go. B by C is equal to CIS beta by CIS gamma. That is equal to CIS beta minus gamma. Is it okay? Okay. Now go for C by A. C by A is equal to CIS gamma by CIS alpha. That is equal to CIS gamma minus alpha. Okay? Okay. Now you add all these three. Why? Because they are asking us to add. Add a by b plus b by c plus c by a is equal to. See, if we add automatically, it is going to become 1 like they are giving. But we are adding afterwards, we will equate it to 1. You see what I am writing? So a by b means this one. This one means what you can write? Cos of alpha minus beta plus I sin alpha minus beta is first term, a by b, plus cos of beta minus gamma plus I sin beta minus gamma. This is second term. Plus third term, c by a. C by a is this one. Cos of gamma minus alpha plus I sin gamma minus alpha. Okay. Now what is it is going to become? This is going to become 1. They only given. That is equal to 1. 1 means what? Shall I write 1 plus I 0? Definitely I can write 1 plus I 0. Okay. We don't bother about imaginary part. Imaginary part is 0. But real part we want. Why? Because they are asking real part only. Then you segregate, separate it. Cos of alpha plus alpha minus beta plus cos of beta minus gamma plus cos of gamma minus alpha is equal to 1. Why? Because see, sine is equal to 0, imaginary part. This is real part equal to 1. See, actually for normal public examination you have to write entire the thing, but this is a competition examination. That is why imaginary part again I am not writing. Simply real part is equal to 1, like you put and close this question. Okay, save the time. Let us go for question number 20. Okay, see, question number 20, you have to remember, that is a better way rather than explanation. You see, the value of I power I is equal to e power minus pi by 2. You see, little bit tricky this to understand. You see what I am writing? Let y is equal to I power I. Okay, whenever exponential is there, we will take normally logarithm. Log of y is equal to log of I power I. Then this is going to become I log I. This is going to become I log I. We also can write, you see, modulus of z is equal to, for I, 1. Well, because even though it is square root of minus 1, modulus, if you make a square and, or we can say this one, it is going to become 1. At the distance of 1 it will be. That is why we also can write like this. This is, you see what I am writing? E power I pi by 2. Okay, e power I pi by 2. Why? Because this is imaginary part, pi by 2 degrees it will be. Okay, you see, log and e both are going to get cancellation, then I pi by 2 will come. Okay, I and I square pi by 2 will come. I square value is minus 1, minus pi by 2 will come. This is what? This is log y. But we require y finally. Y is equal to log, if both this side, e power minus pi by 2. Okay. This understand little bit tricky, but you take this value, or else you can take I value, you also can write e power I pi by 2. That you know. I is equal to e power I pi by 2. Like that you can write. Okay. That at least this, if you know automatically, you will get this. Or else you by heart I power I is equal to e power minus pi by 2, like. Or else you by heart this I is equal to e power I pi by 2. Okay. Okay. Now we stop this class. We'll meet in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much.